And then we have these key fundamentals for creative strategy at YouTube. And I want to highlight two of the ones that I find most relevant to this audience, which I understand to be journalists and bloggers. And then I'd love to give you guys a brief overview of the YouTube Partner Program. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Partner Program. There are questions. So YouTube is, I don't know why my slides aren't showing, but comprised of 1 billion users per month. So it's a huge audience and an awesome opportunity to really capitalize on this.
She's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition, that girl's gonna make me fall.
Up the coast to an entirely new neighborhood, in a land far, far away where there were no empanada stands, no Latin music blaring out of the cars in the summer, no hasta mañanas, no World Cup celebrations that kept you awake till dawn, no supermercado, no salons where the women would sit and talk about the latest episode of the hottest novela on Spanish television while they took the rotos out of your hair. The first week in my new high school, I'm in the school cafeteria, sitting by myself, when a red-headed girl comes up to me and whispers,
"Just so you know, it's investigation day for you."
And then she smiled. Investigation day? What does that even mean? So she walked back to her group of friends. I'm assuming these are the cool girls. I'm not usually paranoid, but it was like being on the receiving end of some cheesemaker. They all decided to sit at my table, one by one. They start asking me a series of questions.
You're new here?
Yes?
You have an accent. Do you speak Mexican?
I speak Spanish, and yes, I'm Mexican.
Is your father a gardener or a janitor?
My father doesn't know how to use a lawnmower. He works at the university.
What's that say on your t-shirt? I love bachete.
I love bachata, and it's my favorite kind of music.
So when did you move to the United States?
I was born here. I'm American.
She's new sensations, new kicks in the candlelight. She's got new addictions.
And make it universally accessible. And the ways that we do that today are sometimes inefficient, as we've pointed out, right? Traveling to appointments or spending a ton of time looking through curated content and not necessarily finding the answers that are right for you. We really believe that help outs can help create a new economy of sharing and really skill learning and development. We believe that everyone in the world, no matter where you are, should have this kind of access to access.
And her skin's a color mocha.
I think if there is any conflict is when we have a story that the characters of the story or whatever the incident is are Spanish speakers. We do need to have a Spanish-speaking reporter out there. And that sometimes becomes a challenge. But in terms of the newsroom exchange, I don't think there's much of a conflict there because we just want it. I mean, I'll speak Spanish to my executive editor and she responds in Spanish and, you know, we don't understand it. Sorry. But that's part of our culture. So Mindy, why don't you come up here? I've already introduced you.
I think on the flip side, we share a culture with Univision.
Yeah.
So it's easy to fall trapped when I come from a place where I would be one of few Latinos because there was a Latino site, and now I'm coming into this new venture where you are falling where the majority of ours Latinos, and they look like you and have similar experience, so making sure you don't fall victim of that little bubble as well as reaching out.
And her skin's a color mocha. She will wear you out. Living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. She's living la.
I am afraid of this hunger and desire you have. So foreign to me. But I understand that those are my fears, and maybe I should not put that on you the way Abuela did to me. I see a change in you. The beautiful young woman that you have become. The independent thinker. The inspiring young lady. You know who you are, and no one is going to stand in your way. But I will miss you. And like you say, I need to evolve. Pero no me gusta. I hope that you will remember to call us often. I love you, querida hija, more than you will ever know. But you are right. You have my blessing to go and live your life. Pero don't forget us.